And one of the best things that we do is we show consistency. So on the very first day, especially during the lunch hour, I'm going to walk in, I'm going to smile like I'm having the greatest day ever. I'm going to shake every single kid's hand that I can, and I'm going to ask them their name. When they tell me their name, I'm going to repeat it. And the next day, I'm going to say hello. And yeah, there are some kids that just look at you crazy. They won't even touch your hand. They won't even speak to you. But every day, I'm still going to smile, and I'm still going to want to know your name. And eventually, somebody, most of them say, "Who are you?" And I said, "Oh, well, okay, that's my invitation to sit down. I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to tell you a little something about me, and then you're going to tell me a little something about you." That method alone, I have yet to have a single kid that did not open up to me. I don't know a single youth that I've attempted to get to know that hasn't let me in.
And that's the same with all of us. Pretty much, we talk to the students, we shake their hands. My method sort of is a jokey type of method. Okay, I joke with the students. They come through the door, I mess with them a little bit. You gonna smile today? Why you not smiling? What you frowning about? You show a little concern in those areas. Then they smile the next day at you when they come through the door. They'll smile, and then the next day you see them. You talk to them, you interact with them, and the more you mess with this child, the more you're in this child's face, the more you're showing that concern that they may not normally be getting at home, the attention that they're not getting from maybe the parent or anybody else in that home environment. You're showing them that attention. And when you look at the student's face and you see their face, a lot of times that's what they need, some attention. A lot of them need that attention, a lot of them need to be talked to. So a number of times you can just see that there's something wrong, or like we brought out earlier, you can just see something wrong, or we just approach them, period. They're having a conversation with another student, you walk in and you just start talking, or you start messing with them. And a lot of times they just open right up to you. And then you have the ones that don't. When I first started, I'd walk to tables and extend my hand, and they look me up and down, and that's that. And I'm going to tell you, honestly, that frustrated me, because I wasn't used to that type of reaction from getting a handshake. But I'm going to tell you, a week later, the same people that were acting that way or responding that way were trying to talk to me now, trying to say something to me, because their friends opened up to me, and now, or opened up to one of our other friends they've opened up to, and now they're telling them that, hey, they're okay. They're okay. They're just concerned about us, this, and that. They're not safety. They're not, security. They're not trying to get you in trouble, this, that, and the other. They're trying to help you, and that's what opens the door to us being able to interact with them.
It's important to know that when we go into a school, yes, we target 150 youth that we work one-on-one with, but we feel responsible for the environment of the entire school. There is no student that's going to turn away from us. I do believe that shaking somebody's hand and smiling sets a tone for the day. You know what I mean? It could just be a student that's kind of lost in la la land. You simply go up and say, "Hey, your hair looks nice today," and they smile, and that sets a tone for what the rest of the day is going to be like. So yeah, the relationships that we build, even on a positive note, are extremely important to us, because we want to be versatile. There's going to come a point where that student may be going through something for just one day. Not every person struggles all the time. Sometimes they just need one day. And we're not saving ourselves for the chronically disruptive students. We want to be there and readily available to everybody.
I think it's difficult for the teachers to have that type of contact with the students, and it's all right. That's the importance of you all.
In some occasions, I believe that it can be difficult. For some teachers, they have that skill where, even though they're teachers, they can connect. And for some teachers that don't have that skill, that's where VFZ fills in. If we can be the tool that teacher can use, as well as that same student can use, to be able to help their relationship out in the classroom, that's what we do. That's what we do. We're here for that. And it's very, touching back on what Ron said, you don't know, even I know that the whole conversation has been targeting kind of those trouble kids, but like we said, we target the whole, how we connect with the whole school. I mean, even some of the teachers' pets, even some of the kids that are on the teachers' A-list, we connect with, because it's very important that we connect with all, because we don't want to leave nobody out. We don't want to allow somebody to feel like, well, VFZ is only working with them, or they're only working with them. What about me? What about my needs? Everybody, I have not yet seen a Brady Bunch family. I have not yet seen a Bill Cosby family. Not yet. Everybody's going through things. Everybody's dealing with things. And so we're here for all. And we're trying to help out, even if it is talking to a teacher. Even if it is a teacher that comes to us and say, you know what, can you conversate with our classroom? Can there, you know, my classroom rowdy. Is there a way that you guys can help me calm my classroom down so that I can be able to teach? We're there for that.
Just like the students that we were saying, some kids don't open up to us right away. The fact of the matter is we've done that with teachers. And we've had to prove our purpose to the teachers as well. Because anytime somebody new comes into your life, you question what their motives are and what their purpose is. And you know, a lot of times people come in and they talk the talk the first day, and eventually they fall into the system that's already been working anyways. And I think once for the adults and for the students in the building, when they see our consistency and they see that we really are walking the walk and we mean what we say, eventually students, teachers, parents, administration, violence-free zone, we eventually become a family and we start working together within school.
Yeah, because I was wondering, because at my school, like, we have, like, running robots there, but I don't think they try to meet every person, because I'm like, at first when they first came in, I'm not, like, I was wondering, like, who are these people, but I don't know.
Well, I can't speak for them, because we do work for Latino Community Center. One thing that we were taught to do, and I think it works, is when we say we really try to shake everybody's hand, we really do. And it makes a difference, because that means that you're not going to go without seeing any faces. Every lunch hour, before school, after school, we're going in the classrooms. We're trying. I won't lie and say I know everybody's name, because I don't. You know, I have some kids that are like, Miss Ali, I can't believe you don't know my name by now. I'm like, I'm sorry, but I swear I remember your face and I know what you did last week. But for the most part, we do know the entire school.
So how do y'all handle gang-related members, like people with gang members? How do you handle them? Because, you know, most of them are all wild.
You know what? You take anybody out of that environment and they're around their peers and they switch it up. I mean, my best thing is if I see a rowdy student or somebody who's kind of acting out, or a leader of a gang because they don't like to be embarrassed in front of their peers or those who are under them, I simply walk up to them and I say, excuse me, can I speak with you for a moment? And usually, what are they going to say? They're like, all right. And I go into a secure area where nobody else is hearing our conversation. And most of the time, they'll sit there, they'll conversate, they'll tell the truth about what's going on. And I've even seen some of them make better decisions and help me get their friends to change what they're doing. If not in their neighborhoods, at least within the school. It's almost like we have to make a truce with them like we are on the streets. We have to make an agreement with them. We have to get on their level. But I think one of the worst things that you can do to any kid, gang-related or not, is embarrass them. That's going to make anybody fight back.
And where we've seen this happen, a good example of that is we work with a young man. And I seen him later on in the hallway. And bell rings. He goes, he's about to go to class. And one of the other fellows was like, you go to class now? He was like, yeah, I'm going to class. And he went to class. And this is a result of us pulling him to the side and talking to him and not doing it in front of everybody. And then the next guy was like, yeah, I'm going to class too. He didn't go to class. We've dealt with him a lot. He didn't go to class, but the other two went. So 2 out of that 3 is good results to me. And the rest of, you know, MG, because just because of that, pulling him to the side, talking to him, dealing with him without them being around, he turned out to be a better student even today. He's still going strong.